All right, y'all. Back again, and I'm about to tackle another topic that Papa Duck spoke about in his video called "I've had it up to here and can't take it no more. Something got to change and fast." With the previous video, I said something's got to give. That was my error, so I wanted to get it right. You know what I mean? So, at any rate, the next topic that he spoke about dealing with the Bible and stuff like that was Lilith, okay? And he is bringing the argument that Lilith is Adam's first wife, all right? And we're gonna go into it. And during his video, he showed a screenshot of something off of Wikipedia or from somewhere, because I actually went to Wikipedia and I couldn't find the same thing that he had. That doesn't mean anything, but I will put that same picture up for you guys, and if you look at it, you will see a scripture there that says Isaiah 34:14. All right, now once again, he's talking about biblical things, and he's got a scripture there, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't go into the scripture, but we're gonna go into that scripture to see what Lilith means in that scripture. All right, and we're also gonna go to the blueletterbible.com. That is a like a concordance website that has like lexicons and stuff like that, where they break down the words to see what means what, and really dig deep to see who Lilith is, okay? Because I do not deny that there is a Lilith. Don't deny it at all right? But we're about to see who exactly that she is. So without further ado, I'm going to play Papa Duck's comments, and these are picking up exactly where he left off from the tree of knowledge. All right, so I'm going to let this play.
Do you know what that means? The very people that put that there don't want you to come into the truth, because if you know what they know, they cannot control you. Okay, let's stop this bullshit. Let's stop pretending. This is common sense, my nigga. Why would you be forbidden to bite from the tree of knowledge? Who told you that? Where's the God at in you? That don't make no sense. And how can you represent God in ignorance? Why wouldn't he want you to bite from the forbidden fruit? Then you finna give me this, everything you finna say is something somebody told you. But if you stop and use your common sense, it don't make sense. You ever heard of Lilith? Lilith? I can't say her name. Lilith. Did you know that was Adam's wife before Eve? And let me give you the definition of the word Lilith. Obviously, this is it right here. Now, I want y'all to take a good look at this. Please read it, do your own research. However that may be, it says it right here. Alternately, she was Adam's first wife. And like I said, if you've heard of Lilith, please put it in the comments. Say what you got to say. We are merely here to educate each other respectfully, man. So let's get back to the video.
All right, now, as you can clearly see, all right, he said out of his own mouth that he invited people to come to the comment section, all right? And so what I had to do was a lot more than what could be put inside the comment section, so I made a video in response to what he was saying, okay? And you guys also heard him say that, did you know that was Adam's first wife when he was speaking about Lilith, okay? And we are about to go into that and see if that is real, because the scripture that he had up there was Isaiah 34 in his screenshot, Isaiah 34:14, and this scripture reads, all right, now we're about to go into Isaiah 34 verse 14, and it reads that the wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow Lilith, which means the screech owl. By this definition, all right, this is the Hebrew translation, all right, and then it says also shall rest there and find for herself rest, okay? So reading this the way of what Lilith means, all right, that would be that the wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, And the satyr shall call to his fellow, the satyr shall cry to his fellow, the screech owl. That's what Lilith is. That's what it means, okay? So it's in the Bible, but it's a screech owl. And we're going to go into some more definitions of Lilith, all right? And if you look at that particular scripture and go to the concordance, okay, it is number H3917, okay? And this will, if you go to the blueletterbible.com or any concordance website or lexicon, you know what I'm saying, you type it in and it will give you the definitions of that particular Strong's number, okay? And this particular one, again, is H3917. And once we come to the Strong's definition, it says screech owl, all right? And as you can plainly see there, and then we are going to go down a little bit further and deal with the Strong's definition. And it says Lilith from H3915. And this is basically the male version of what Lilith is. A night specter, screech owl, okay? And then we're coming down to the Brown Driver Briggs lexicon. And it says Lilith is the name of a female night demon, which is also listed with that same picture that Papa Duck had up, but he went right past, you know what I'm saying, the whole night demon goddess thing and just went to Adam's wife, all right? And we are going to look into this whole Adam's wife situation. But so far, with this scripture right here, we are dealing with something that's female, but it's not even a woman, okay? But we are going to look at the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon and see what it says. And its definition is a nocturnal specter, which had, according to the rabbins, the form of a beautiful woman and lay in wait for children by night. So it wasn't a woman, it had the form of a woman, okay? So we'll get you some more proof of who Lilith was, and we're going to go to Wikipedia. And like I said, with the picture that you put up, it had Wikipedia on it, but I actually went to Wikipedia, typed in Lilith, and I typed in Garden of Eden, just about everything that I saw on that particular picture, and I couldn't find that picture, all right? But anyways, if you type in Lilith and look that up in Wikipedia and go down to history, all right, and you will see it says, in some Jewish folklore, such as the Syriac alphabet of Sirach, for those of you who don't know who that is, he has written books in the Apocrypha, all right? And I believe he also wrote Ecclesiasticus, if I'm not mistaken, in what we know as the regular Bible. But at one time, Sirach was in what we know as the regular Bible, and it still is if you purchase the 1611 King James Version. So anyways, if you know what a satire is, that is a genre in playwriting, stuff like that. And so anyways, in this particular satiric play, Lilith appears as Adam's first wife, who was created at the same time of Rosh Hashanah, which is a Jewish holiday, not to be mistaken with the Hebrews, and from the same clay as Adam. All right, so let's look into this alphabet of Sirach. All right, it was inspired by a Hellenistic work known as Sirach. Now, it says right here that the work has been categorized as a satire. All right, and if you click on a satire, it is a genre of the visual, literary, and performing arts, usually in a form of fiction. All right, and fiction is a work that is not based on fact, and it is less frequently non-fiction, meaning that it is a work based on fact. All right, now let's come back to the alphabet of Sirach and see which one this was, okay? The work has been characterized as a satire, and it contains references to masturbation, incest, and flagellance. Now, which one do you think this falls up under? You know what I'm saying? Something that was based on fact, or, something that was based on fiction, saying that Lilith was Adam's first wife, okay? And so we're not just going to leave it like that. We're also going to go back to the blue letter Bible, and we're going to look up Eve, okay? Because it's just not going to be fair to just look at Lilith, right? Okay, and if you come down, you can see the Hebrew word for Eve is Hava, all right? And then we come down to see her outline of biblical uses, and it's Eve equals life or living, the first woman, wife of Adam, all right? And then if you look at the Strong's definition, it says life giver, the first woman, all right? And then if you come down to the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon and look at the Hebrew definition, because this is dealing with the Hebrew, it is the first woman as being the mother of all living, all right? And that is from Genesis 3:20, and we're going to touch that real quick, and it just says the same thing. It goes Genesis 3:20. It says Adam called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living, all right? And so in every reference that you saw with Eve, with the same lexicon, you know what I'm saying, the same website that had Lilith in there, like at no time was she ever mentioned as an actual woman. You know what I'm saying? She was either labeled as a screech owl or like a night demon, night goddess, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then with Eve, it's the first woman, wife of Adam, you know. So the information is out there for you guys to see and toss up, you know what I'm saying? But like, once again, from where I'm standing, like, Papa Duck has spoken about the Bible and biblical things and was wrong about it. So, you know, let this be a lesson going forward when dealing with these types of things, to study to show thyself approved, like it says in 2 Timothy 2:15, all right? And he also said something that was to the effect of, listening to things that another person has told you, basically, like following man. And like everything that he knows, he'll learn that from someone else. And like, for whatever reason, people, they will give that argument and try to shut down the conversation. And you just have to lay the facts out there with people like that, and that's how we should operate at all times, you know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, it's just, folks got their ways, and that's just what it is. Like, folks are gonna do what they do, but the truth reveals all things. And as you can see with the Lilith situation, I brought the facts and brought some clarity to that. And next we will be moving on to turn the other cheek. All right.